Can I crank my memory clock on my 3060 Ti OCV2? And what can I out my core clock to in MSI Afterburner? No, you can't do that. So this is because in a recent video, I showed that on my 5080, I have plus 3000 on the memory. So that's really something you can do with 50 series, not other generations. The reason for that is 50 series have GDDR7 and NVIDIA shipped them with like 14,000 or 15,000 megahertz on the memory. But from what I saw online, it seems that GDDR7 is supposed to run at 16,000 megahertz. So I guess NVIDIA is essentially shipping them underclock. Since 50 series came out, I've seen everyone online do plus 2000, plus 3000, and it seems to work fine for everybody. So I guess that's probably true, but it depends on the GPU. I have a 5090 and a 5080. Now that I say it, I sound like such a douchebag. I'm sorry. I need different computers, okay? The 5090 by default is at 14,000 megahertz. The 5080 by default is at 15,000. So I guess that also depends. But I have plus 3000 on both anyway. For your 3060 Ti for 30 series, on my 3080 Ti, I used to have plus 1000. And from what I saw online, plus 750 to 1000. That seems to be pretty standard. That's what most people do. I could be wrong. You just have to try and find out. If you're trying to overclock your memory a little bit, all you have to do is really find a benchmark that you can run as many times as you want to keep it consistent. Don't do it by just walking around in a game. For example, the Cyberpunk benchmark. Then you run it and then you add plus 500 on the memory. Run it again and then plus 1000. Run it again. What you're looking for here is the point where it's going to either crash or drop FPS. For example, for my 3080 Ti, if I did plus 1300 or 1400, I don't remember, it wouldn't crash. It will still work, but it will drop the FPS quite noticeably. You're not always looking for a crash. Keep that in mind. So you do some trial and error, and then once you find something that works in whatever benchmark you're doing, you're just gonna have to make sure it works in other benchmarks. The more tests you do, the more you validate your result and you find something that works for you. Maybe we can do a really quick guide on overclocking your GPU with Afterburner in like, a minute or something, right?